DJ Pearly Q is digging in the crates for the classic old school mix.
Yeah, we've been on here for 6 hours. TikTok wants me to believe that we can only the best we can do is 15 viewers. Ridiculous. If the discoverability on TikTok wasn't so good, I might believe that. So again, all these platforms kind of penalize you for streaming to more than one platform at the same time, even though they allow it. You know, that's part of the bullshit going on out here. So with TikTok, you can multi-stream, but they prefer you only like all these platforms prefer you only stream to their platform, right? So what they do is they play little bullshit games like restricting your traffic if you're multi-streaming, or in the case of where we're multi-streaming to, we're streaming to Kick right now and TikTok and Landscape. All right. Kick is cool. Kick has a very good revenue structure for creators. They actually pay you more over there. So we are going to start. When you see me on TikTok, I've been doing exclusive vertical streams on TikTok, pretty much, and yeah, I can't afford to do that anymore. We got to start putting in hours on these other platforms, namely Kick and YouTube. So to build our audience over there. So what I've noticed, because we've been on TikTok for 6 months consistently. We've put in a lot of hours. We've built our audience here. Oh, we just cracked 20K followers like last week, I think. Appreciate everybody supporting us over there and on TikTok. And yeah, we ain't going nowhere. We're still going to be there. Oh wow, I'm getting ready to wrap it up. 6 hours, Miss Charger. I've literally been on 5 hours 47 minutes on this show. We did a show earlier too. I can't remember how long we're on then. Stay tuned though. We'll be back. But yeah, I gotta take a break. I gotta walk my dog. I gotta walk myself. I can't believe I've been able to sit here for 6 hours straight. That's amazing. That that's not good. I shouldn't be sitting down this long. Appreciate you, Duke. But so I've noticed when we're streaming directly to TikTok, they do give you a boost. Again, it's just, is it real viewers? I don't know. When we're streaming directly to TikTok in vertical with TikTok Live Studio, which is their live streaming software for desktop, they prefer you use that. We do see a boost in our viewership. All right, the numbers they show us, like I said, 6 hours almost. We haven't cracked 20 viewers in 6 hours, allegedly. But when we're using TikTok Live Studio and we're streaming in vertical format, our numbers, we never get less than 60, 70 viewers, right? It's between 50 and 200. Our average, viewership. And again, what does that really mean? It really don't mean shit. All right. To me, like these numbers, because they can be manipulated and inflated, and these platforms do it. Whether it's the creators doing it, okay, paying for viewers so they can get a boost in the algo. I mean, that's the only way you can do it on some of these other platforms like Twitch and stuff. You gotta bot some viewers so you can get on the feed, basically, right? More viewers you got, the more likely you are to get into the feed on some of these platforms. So that's what we've noticed on TikTok. When I'm just multi-streaming with a stream key and not using and we're streaming in landscape versus vertical. Again, they prefer vertical. They prefer you stream with their software. And again, when we do that, we see the difference in the numbers. How much of that is real? I don't know. All I need, again, I don't need 1,000 people on the stream. I need 20 people. I need 50 people. Like on these other platforms, so we can monetize and get revenue for our performance. We don't need thousands of viewers. We only need consistent viewers. So moving forward, you're gonna see me on TikTok in landscape mode, so that because again, we gotta what's the word I'm looking for? Syndicate. All right, and basically TikTok right now is the only platform that I'm streaming to in vertical, and yeah, I can't afford to do that anymore. We have to syndicate this stuff to the other platforms in landscape, because those platforms are where we can monetize better, to have a better revenue structure. So that's what's going on. Again, we'll still be on TikTok, but we'll just be in landscape. And so, share it out as much as you can on TikTok, because they're not gonna put us in the feed. It looks like, I don't know. Maybe if I do it consistently in landscape, we'll get better numbers. I mean, but again, I don't know. It don't really matter. They're just numbers. It don't. These higher numbers on TikTok don't matter. They will matter on the other platforms. On Kick, follow us on Kick. We'll get paid for the number for the viewership. That matters. Okay, that's how they have the revenue. That's how they do it. The more viewers you get, the more you get paid. The more interaction, the more you get paid. On TikTok, we're just we're relying on you guys with the gifts. That's really the only thing we can rely on. So and then we appreciate everybody again supporting, sending the gifts. Appreciate all y'all tonight.